She looks at you, makes eye contact, and then reaches into her dress and disappears. And a split second later, you hear the shattering of glass, white flash, and you're back at the stairwell.
Well, am I is Genevieve on my arm again?
Yep,
Basically?
she's right there again, and says, "Oh, where were you? You were supposed to be putting your coat away. Never mind that. Come on, the music's just about to start."
Man, that last loop was probably an equal mix of me doing things that were very important information and then just lackadaisically picking a random thing to sort of look into.
That's okay.
Well, she tries to pull me towards there. I'm gonna say, Genevieve, do you have your watch?
Oh, my watch. Yeah. Why?
What time is it?
It is exactly 7:04.
Are you sure it's not a bit off?
No, I checked it. She kind of looks at you. Why?
I don't know. Just have a suspicion that at some point your clock might be off.
How ridiculous of you. Come on, sit down.
I'll be with you in a moment. I'm going to not sit down.
All right.
I'm going to... Julian, is he around?
Julian is not around yet. You don't see him in the main room.
Okay. Can I go to the spot where the body will fall under the skylight?
Yes, you can. So you go down the stairs into the atrium, and you see the giant bloomin' T-Rex skeleton in the center of the room. In front of it is a blue cart. There's a wall of glass doors behind it. To the left, as you're going down the stairs, there's a front desk area, kind of like a informational desk, and to the right, there's a cloakroom.
Anything significant about the dinosaur?
It's a pretty impressive T-Rex.
Cool.
It's right below the skylight.
It's right below the skylight, but one of the skylights. Multiple skylights?
So it's giant. It's a giant skylight with multiple panels on it.
Oh, okay. I understand. This cart, I remember it being knocked over with fake rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Does it just look... I mean, it doesn't feel very customary to leave about props during a fancy gala.
It does not. You play with the rocks. They're plastic, hard rocks. They'd hurt if you...
Oh, they would hurt. Oh, I thought
Yeah.
they were styrofoam. I thought they were
Oh, no, these are how do I describe?
they're like concrete rocks.
Yeah, they're fake rocks.
They have heft to them.
Yeah, you would have trouble lifting these up. They're pretty hefty, so they would hurt. And they're all dark colored.
Is it possible that something is hidden in this cart?
It doesn't look like it. You sift around for a little bit. It looks like it's pretty much rocks all the way down.
Okay, turtles all the way down. Got it. All right. And I'll go over to the front desk.
Okay. There's no one manning the front desk at the moment. It seems closed down for this event.
Okay. Any pamphlets though? Any take one?
There are
free
pamphlets about each exhibit if you'd care to peruse them.
Yeah, I probably should have specific questions rather than just having you read off facts.
The Sahara Desert was first explored by...
So in the dead jungle, you said 2 unnamed explorers
Mm-hmm.
found that sanguine serpent.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any more information? Is it the same expedition crew that found the...
So you look at that, and you look specifically about the sanguine serpent on the dead jungle page of the pamphlet, and you find that they actually mention the last name of the explorers, and you recognize the last name, Oliveira.
Interesting. Just kind of looking through, just flipping through the rest of it, other exhibits, does his name pop up frequently?
Nope. And it wasn't just one name. It was 2 explorers, blank Oliveira, blank Oliveira.
Oh, was one of them Julian?
Neither of them
Oliveira?
was Julian.
Oh, neither of them were. Okay. When you say unnamed, do you mean that on the plaque at the jungle it said 2 unnamed explorers, or it just said 2 explorers?
Just said 2 explorers.
Okay. So they were credited, at least in this pamphlet.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Anything else at the desk worth looking at?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm going to go to the cloakroom because I think Genevieve wanted me to grab my cloak.
Okay. So you walk into the cloakroom. There's a main desk. Behind it, there's cubbies lining the walls with various purses, coats, and such. On a desk is a sign that says the attendant will be back in 15 minutes. In the corner, there's a blue laundry cart sitting there inconspicuously.
Oh, if it's inconspicuous, then I'll go over to it and give it a look.
All right. You take a peek. It's full of foam cubes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, because when Etienne is going to fall through that skylight, he's going to land smack dab on that blue cart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Is he a spectacle kind of guy? Does he... Now, he took off his shoes, as one might if they are landing on... It's not a smart idea, but how big is this cart?
Big enough that if you tilted right, you could fit inside.
How stupid is it to jump out of a skylight into a cart this size?
With your modern knowledge, you would guess that it would be more like jumping into the one with the foam. It would be jumping into like a foam pit at a trampoline park.
So it's really not that much of a stretch.
No, it probably would be possible if you knew what you were doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, curious. So maybe Monsieur Cousteau went alone upstairs with the intent to land in this. Either that or... Oh, what time is it? I look at the watch.
You look at your watch, it's 7:30.
7:30. Okay. In that case, I have a second. I'm going to look for my coat. Do I have a coat in here?
Are you stepping behind the desk, or are you just trying to scan the cubbies?
Oh, boy. Whose post was this? Was this Gavarel's post? Did I see him over here at any point?
You never saw... You haven't seen anyone go in and out of the cloakroom.
It said they'll be back in 15 minutes. So, yes, I hop over the desk.
You hop over the desk, and you land on something. You fall on the ground. There's a body back here.
There's a body back here.
Yep.
What? I like jump over and I step on him.
Yep.
Ah, Nathan, we talked about this. You can't just go around having dead people.
I think you found most of the dead people now, if not all.
You said most. Nathan.
Okay, but surprise, this guy's not dead. In fact, as you look closer, you can see he's breathing. There's a handkerchief still on his mouth.
Oh my gosh. Do I recognize this person?
No, but it looks like they're wearing a uniform of sorts. Your best guess is that this is the attendant.
The attendant. First name V, last name attendant?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna carefully pull off the is it just a handkerchief?
Yeah.
Not embroidered or anything?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna try to knock that off his face without touching too much of it.
Okay. You're definitely getting a scent of something.
Yeah, I'm guessing this was used to knock him out. Some not great mixture of chemicals. So I am trying to knock it off.
Okay.
Their nose.
You succeed.
And okay, I'm gonna see, is this person anywhere near waking up?
It does not look like it to the best of your abilities. You do not have salts on you or whatnot.
Smelling salts.
And you're not sure what exactly chemical was used to put them out either. So.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna sit them up next to the desk.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Yeah, you do that.
I'm afraid I'm about to enter a cutscene. I've got to do stuff quick. I'm gonna look for my coat, the coat of Elliot.
Okay.
Turton.
You're able to find it just fine.
Anything in the pockets?
You search the pockets, and no, nothing strange.
Okay. How about the various things of Nellie?
Nelly Cousteau. How much time do you want to spend searching?
Oh man, how about a quick glance? Is there anything that's just like, oh, I know whose stuff this is?
Not that you can see. It's all just seems to be assorted purses, bags, and coats. Unless you asked people what their bags looked like, I don't know that you could figure out whose was whose, or you could just open random stuff.
Okay, I'm going to just reach into one random purse.
Okay, give me a second.
A number generator?
Yeah.
Should I tell you a number?
Yeah.
And you tell me?
Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah, tell me a number.
3.
Okay. They're just your normal purse stuff. There's some jewelry in there. There's a glasses case, some car keys.
That's all?
Mm-hmm. Seems pretty mundane.
Okay. I'm running out of time. What time is it?
It is 7:50.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to grab the blue cart.
Okay.
And I'm going to rush over to where that other cart is.
All right. What do you
I am pushing that big rock cart out of the way, and I'm replacing it with the foam cart.
Okay. You replace it with a foam cart as close to exactly as you can, and you just waiting until...
No, I'm going to take the rock cart, push it far away, and then I'm going to... I'm going to kind of crouch over by the front desk and watch.
Okay. So, as the seconds tick by, eventually 8 o'clock hits, and you see a figure fall from the skylight and into the foam cart. And almost immediately, you hear screams, people rushing down the stairs. It seems there's chaos. It's pandemonium. People gather around the body. They lift him out of the car onto the ground. And you see all the quote-unquote suspects, the characters that you have met and talked with, gathering around them as well.
Okay. All of them.
All of them.
Everyone is here.
Yes, for the first few moments, yes. At this moment, at 8:02, everyone is there.
At 8:02. I love the preciseness here. All right. Well, my question is, during that the observation period before this moment, was the jump done at a time where people would be looking in this room or anything like that?
Looking in this room.
I mean, like, is it possible this jump was for a spectacle, or like no one knew something was happening until a body fell?
It looks... The scream was immediately as he fell, so it looks like someone was watching. Let's say that. People were looking. It was not a secluded jump.
Okay, so you're saying there were some people in this atrium.
On the stairs coming down.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure. Okay. And then, I'm going to rush over to the body. Is he still dead?
He is blood covered on the front. Again, no shoes, ruffled clothes. His head doesn't seem as bashed in, so that is a plus.
But he's dead?
How close are you getting to the body?
I'm going to...
So currently, Gavril is standing right there looking at the body. In a couple seconds, he jumps up, leaves. You see Margaret, the explorer from before, by the body. She is on the phone. She's calling someone.
911?
Most likely. It does sound like she's calling for an ambulance of sorts.
Yeah. I'm going to holler at Gavril, say, yes, his shoes are on the roof.
He stops and turns around and starts running towards you.
Okay. What are other people doing during this moment?
There's a lot of pandemonium screaming going around. You see Nellie kind of in tears a little bit. She walks back up the stairs to the main room. Julian is clearly shaken. He's looking at you and the body in shock, kind of like, what's going on? So.
Man. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the body.
Okay.
Getting close.
You getting close? You see he's still breathing.
Oh my gosh. I solved a murder mystery by preventing a murder. So this blood you're talking about, is this from the fall, or does this look like there was some wound sustained before the fall?
There is blood on his chest. You watched him fall. It looked like he fell feet/back first, kind of at a slant.
Okay.
So it does not look like that would be possible beforehand. How are you examining the wound?
I'm gonna open up the clothing, the shirt, see if it's a stab wound.
Okay, so you tear open the shirt. Margaret grabs your hand. Gavril grabs your other arm, and they're going to try to pull you away, but not before you see that his chest seems to be intact.
Was the blood from a squib? Did I see anything like that as I pulled it?
A squib.
Do you know what that is?
I know the Harry Potter term.
That's the movie name for a fake blood squirter.
Well, you didn't quite see anything like that, but
did I see any tube or something somewhere in the shirt?
You see packets that you pulled out.
Oh, that's right. I saw these
blood on the inside.
That's a squib. Those are squibs. Okay.
Yep. It looks.
Did he want to? But if he wanted to fake his, they're pulling me away.
They don't know who you are.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna say, wait. I can save him.
We've already got an ambulance on the way.
He needs first aid.
Are you a bloomin' doctor?
Yes.
All right. Gavril lets you go. Margaret does not.
I'm gonna turn to Margaret and say, why are you keeping me from him? He needs
You ain't
medical
no
attention.
doctor. You're a professor of archaeology now. Get away from the body.
But how did this happen? He's bleeding, but it's not his blood. I need to investigate.
I don't know who you are. We already called the ambulance.
You said you just said you know that I'm a professor of archaeology.
Yeah, not
a
a medical doctor.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Margaret, I guess, and just be like, what's happening? Do you know anything about this?
Look, I don't know.
Nathan's face is going through many expressions.
All I know is we got to bleed a man on the floor and we got to get into the hospital as quick as possible.
That's what I'm saying.
I already called someone. They're on their way. They should be here shortly. I suggest you return to the exhibits. Please, sir.
Okay. But what if he's just pretending to be dead? He's breathing. Okay. I am going to go up to the exhibits and hoof it to the Viking exhibit.
All right.
Yeah.
You go to the Viking exhibit. Okay. As you walk in there, you can see Nellie leaning against the Viking ship, lit cigar in hand, and she's playing with a can of something.
A can of flammable substance?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm just gonna run over to her and try to just nab the cigar out of her hand.
She resists for the first little bit, but then relents it to you, throws the can on the ground, and mutters something as she kind of tries to stalk away.
Okay. I'm gonna just leave that be. And then I'm gonna run back out to the main room. Have the lights turned off yet?
Not yet. You look at your clock, it's 8:25.
It's 8:25.
At this moment, you can hear someone running down the stairs from the upper exhibits. You don't see them yet.
Yeah, who's running down? I'll stay and watch.
You stay and watch, and Gavril.
Gavril.
Yep. He appears and he runs down the stairs. As he reaches the main area, he just passes
Clutches
the table,
his heart.
clutches his chest, and collapses.
How old is Gavril?
He seems decently young. He could be 30, 40. It's kind of hard to tell because he's shaved his head. So.
Okay. Man, what do I do in these moments?
And at this moment, the lights go out.
Yes. All right. Lights go out. I don't think I've seen anywhere that would allow a person to... I'm going to run back to the body.
Okay. So
to Etienne's.
You go back downstairs to the main atrium. You kind of search around on your hands and knees because it's kind of dark for the body, and you can't find anything. You can feel splashes of like blood or whatnot, but you can't feel any body. And it's odd because you didn't hear any sirens either.
Sirens
for like an ambulance. You didn't hear any ambulance wails or anything coming into the museum.
It does seem like Margaret is complicit in whatever, to some extent, with whatever just happened. Oh man! Well, I was hoping to snap those keys so I could hoof it over to the some of these locked doors, like the door in the jungle, but it's gone. Oh, but Gavril has keys on his person.
Gavril does have keys on his person if you want to loot his body.
I think I will.
All right, so he has a set of keys and a key card.
I take both.
Okay, cool. You know, key card goes to the roof access. You saw him with that. Keys would probably unlock some doors.
Wow.
Surprise.
Whoa. So I now know that the body goes missing. I assume it would have either way, even if I hadn't put down the padded stuff there. I also know that at some point the Sumerian sundial is taken and is probably already gone. I'm gonna take his keys. I'm gonna go into the jungle exhibit, but I am going to look around. Sorry, go ahead.
How are you looking around? Are you just feeling around?
That's fair. Oh, did Gavril have a flashlight on him?
Yes, you can take a flashlight from him.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to go into the dead jungle, and I'm going to first go to the sanguine serpent.
All right. So you run across the bridge, you run up the stairs, and you see sitting on the stairs is Julian.
He's sitting on the stairs to
the temple.
To the temple.
Mm-hmm. His head's in his hands, but as you shine the flashlight at him, he kind of looks up and squints. Who's that?
Julian, it's me.
Oh, Professor. Oh, Professor. How did this happen?
I don't know. What has happened? I know what you're talking about, but repeat back to me.
The serpent, it's gone.
Dun, dun, dun. I had a feeling. I shined the light up to the display case. Is it indeed empty?
It is. It is shattered and empty.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to sit next to Julian, and I'll be like, your parents discovered it, didn't they?
You know they did. They were really proud of that expedition. It was the last one before they passed. They didn't even get their names on the plaque. Bloody cheapskate.
You mean the dead cheapskate?
Dead whatever. Doesn't mean he wasn't a jerk.
Julian, what... Should you have gotten credit for the Sumerian sundial?
Oh, that no. I was just there for medical reasons. I studied tropical diseases, so they always want someone there in case someone gets a weird rash or gets stung by something. Some wild plants in the Amazon, let me tell you. Things that will knock you out, make you sick, make you dizzy, all manner of things. You don't treat them right, they can be fatal.
Would you say that, like, are there liquid substances that can knock people out?
Oh, yeah. If you get, like, nectar of a plant or something, specific tree sap, you squeeze the oils out of a leaf. Yeah, plenty of things you could do that.
Mm-hmm. And have you ever implemented such resources?
Now, what are you talking about?
Yeah. There's any suspicious, like, I'm trying to read his face.
Yeah,
with
he
the
seems very
flashlight.
suspicious at the mention of that. He gets very nervous and jumpy.
Nervous and jumpy. I'm like, I kind of get close to him and say, "Did you knock out the attendant?"
What? The attendant? What? What are you talking about? What attendant? He seems very sincere in this.
Okay.
He does not know what you're talking about. He thought he knew what you're talking about, and then surprise wasn't what he thought you were talking about.
I'm gonna say attendant. I didn't say attendant. I said Etienne.
Oh, Etienne. The man jumped from the roof. I don't know what to tell you about that.
Okay. Well, stay right here. I think in this moment I want to, because I have the keys, run over to the door that's locked in here.
In the cave?
Yeah.
Okay. You run over to the cave.
Is this a moment when the murderer's like in there scheming as I speak?
You unlock it with one. It takes a minute to fiddle with the keys. You find the right key, open the door, and you see a woman bound and gagged on the floor. She is very much alive, though, because as you open the door, you can hear her muffled cries. At this moment, you look at your watch and you notice that it is 8:59.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna tear off the gag extremely quickly and be like, "Who did this to you?"
I didn't see. As she says, "I didn't see," you hear the shattering of glass, a big flash, a moment of heat and pain, and then you're back at the stairwell.
A message from the Curator. The workings of a saboteur. A woman tied behind the door. The detective has forgotten her, but you've heard her name before.
Did I recognize that woman?
Something in your professor brain was going off. It seemed to be someone you would know as the professor.
Oh my gosh. I kind of want to see is there a true loop where I could like save everyone? Like in this one, the ship didn't burn, right?
The ship did not burn.
Let me see that cigar every loop. I'm going to just snatch it from her. You shouldn't be smoking in here. Grabs aggressively.